We'll get right to it. Hopefully everybody can see my screen, which has been shared. And we'll go through a presentation and a demo just to set the scene for everybody in terms of who is Qumind, where have we come from, and then more importantly, what's different about us, why Qumind and not a competitor. And then we'll move into the platform and go through actual platform features and talk a bit more about our uniqueness and wrapped around services as well. So let's start with an intro into Qumind. So we are Qumind, and that means we are a quantum qual integrated platform solution with support services wrapped around it as well. And Qumind enables you to solve all your online qual needs. And this is based on a one central insights hub approach. And a big thing about Qumind, about who we are, what we do, is we provide you the full flexibility around running, hosting, managing, and even tapping into support services, just like Vicky mentioned, analysis, reporting, discussion guide, building, even project management, recruitment as well. That's all wrapped around our self-serve platform. We do have 20 years of experience, and that comes from the original company. We were T-Pole when we were first founded by Mark, our CEO, and that was rebranded into MindMover in the last 6 years or so. And then Qumind was born as a sub-brand of MindMover and the MindMover group to offer out this self-serve platform solution to the market. We have plenty of Qual expertise, and Vicky introduced herself before. She heads up the Qual team as our research director, as well as expertise in Qual operations as well. And that's why we can offer not only a self-serve platform with full flexibility built in, but also the flexibility of tapping into any extra resources that you might need, whether that's setting up Qual groups, right through to the analysis and reporting as well. And we'll come on to the details of that in just a moment. We do work with the Fortune 500, so the UK's top and largest companies, and we are data secure and data certified as a result of that. And we are fully GDPR compliant, just as we all need to be. And the platform has built-in capabilities to help with GDPR compliance, such as auditing trails and so on as well. The self-serve and support services that we offer do enable you to manage end-to-end Qual projects. So it is a full capability of self-serve right through to the other side of a managed service as well. It is a completely bespoke service. So John mentioned this before, we tailor the solutions to the client because it goes without saying each and every one of you, each and every type of client can be quite unique in what their needs are. And we never stop in terms of the platform innovation. We do constantly innovate. We don't stand still. And we do this in partnership with clients. So, being a client with Qumind, it isn't just about having a license and access to the platform or using some of our services. It is very much a partnership where we work together, we understand what your needs are, we look at the projects you run, we offer our expertise and consultancy recommendations, but we also ask you, what do you need, what could improve, what might be missing, what could be better, and we feed that into the platform. We work with clients across all sorts of sectors. So this is just an example of some of these clients. And, you can see on here, we have everything from Deloitte within the consultancy area, right through to RAP in the public charity side of things as well. We work a lot in media, so The Guardian, the Stylist magazine, right through to food and beverages and related categories, with a few of the other brands here as well. So we do have a lot of expertise across sectors as well, which is another unique selling point. What makes Qumind special? So we've seen with our clients, and when we go out and we talk to people, that common issues around how people achieve their Qual research objectives and execute the studies, they tend to come with a few common issues or common shared problems, such as having to work with multiple time and cost efficient suppliers. So, you know, lots and lots of different suppliers may mean cost inefficiencies. You've also got the time related with, you know, going out to each individual, getting costs, going back and forth and trying to get the right cost base in place. And then you've got, you know, often various platforms in the mix as well. And that can often lead to siloed data. So data sitting in pots spread across different systems, which, you know, as we all know, GDPR wise is a bit of a maze to navigate. And also just from your own insights capabilities, if you can have it all in one place, then why not? It makes it easy for you to look at your insights and to go back and compare data without having to go across multiple platforms. So Qumind comes into all of this because we offer a one platform, all solutions with full flexibility built in. So we are much more than just a software provider, because we have the full expertise within the Qual. So we understand, and that's through our sister company and team in MindMover, what Qual users need to do, and you know, what those objectives are when they're running studies on the platform. And Vicky's team of colleagues use this very same platform to execute their studies as well. It is a platform that's been built based on lots of feedback from Qualies as well, which is important. So you know, we've built a very powerful platform with lots of tools there to support those needs. And these support services, you know, a unique aspect to Qumind is they are built around the platform. So you know, they come as part of the package if you need them. If you don't need them, you can fully and quite easily self-serve Qual projects, right from creation through to management, and through to the analysis, transcripts, and that's supported by AI, text analytics, and video analysis, and powerful dashboards as well to help you understand the data. The technology is mobile first, so it is responsive, meaning you can run a Qual project on the platform and you don't need to worry about whether that's mobile friendly or not. It will work on all devices, and it will optimize the screen to work on the user's device, more importantly. So the user will always have a good experience. It is a global tool with multilingual capabilities built in. So any language, any type of characters, right to left, left to right. It is a blended quant and Qual solution, and that brings the advantages of quant and Qual question types within the Qual and community areas on the platform as well. You can also carry out Qual recruitment, so you can self-serve this, or we can manage this for you within consumer and B2B sample. You can also self-serve Qual screeners, so you can build your screeners within the tool if you want to do that as well. So, you know, again, coming back to the one platform, all solutions, centralizing the Qual research efforts into one area with those time efficiencies and cost efficiencies attached as well. We have our, as I've mentioned, our expert Qual support and consultancy services, which wrap around your license. And an example of that would be if you were to run a project on the Qumind platform and you required some help with moderation, Vicky and her team would come in and do that for you within your account area. So you're able to see absolutely everything, which gives you full transparency. The teams as well, for example, can set up the Qual group, so you can provide as a discussion guide, or we can even design that for you in collaboration with you. and we can set that up on the platform so you can enter and moderate as well. So you can pick and choose the elements you self-serve, and any elements if you need help where we can chip in as well. Another area about Qumind and another aspect which is different with us is we are very flexible, not only in the platform and the services and the tools that we provide, but also within the license terms. So you have a very large amount of unique flexibility in terms of the duration of the Qual groups that you wish to run. So our ad hoc licenses, so outside of our 12-month subscription licenses, we have 30-day ad hoc Qual licenses which you can access. So whether you want to run a group of just 3 days or 5-7 days, you no longer need to worry about finishing those groups off within that time frame and having your access shut down. We just have a blanket 30-day Qual license available to all users as well. So offering you the flexibility in that area so it isn't a rushed project as well. Qumind is all about doing more with less. So the platform has delivered and does deliver time and cost efficiencies for our customers. And we do this through an array of different tools and services. So one area is extensive templating and task and question format libraries, which reduce the time taken to build your Qual project. So, we've looked at that journey which is involved in creating Qual and building these groups, and we've automated the process. Our automation drives potential headcount time efficiencies. Our AI-powered tools take the legwork out of what was once manual text and video analysis as well. So again, lots of time efficiencies there, and there are opportunities for integrations into other systems that you might be using as well, whether that be an example of a CRM, data warehouses, and so on as well. Before we jump into the demo, just a quick one about our toolkit overall. So you are able to choose the features that you need. You only pay for what you require, so the licenses reflect that. And you can scale up and down with ease. So you can use certain aspects of the platform, and if you don't need others at a particular moment, that will simply be turned off. And if you ever need to then access those other elements or other tools, you just simply request that and it's turned back on. So full up and down scaling. And you can see here we have our Qual tools, which we're talking about today, where you can run all types of Qual. So that includes Qual diaries, journals, focus groups, bulletin boards and forums, live text chats, and also rich media wrapped around that. So images, video responses as well, all included in that. You have the abilities to have one-to-one discussions right through to group discussions as well, and you're able to control and customize those elements for each of your individual tasks within the Qual groups that you build. You also have the ability, and this is really dependent on the terminology that you might be using, to run pop-up communities. So, go a bit beyond the Qual group and actually open up multiple groups within a pop-up community environment as well. And I'll show you an example of that. We have the what I mentioned before, our dashboarding and AI text and video analytics capabilities. And we have a very large online panel in both the UK and in another 65 plus markets, which has 100 million respondents on there, which you will be able to access if you need to do recruitment via the platform. We do offer this as a self-serve tool as well, or it can be managed by our expert Qual teams. It does go to say, obviously, if you have your own panels or your own sources of recruitment, you can still use the tool. You would just simply skip that recruitment stage and go straight to building the tool as well. I'm just going to switch over now into the demo area for you. And what we'll do is we'll take a user journey. So we'll go right to the start and we'll take a look at what's different about Qumind in that user journey of building a Qual group, doing our recruitment, setting up our screeners, right through to how do we moderate what are the tools available, what are the different question types, through to the analysis as well. So what we have on the screen now is the admin area where you would build your tools, your Qual projects within Qumind. And you can see it is very intuitive. So you have these shortcut menus to the left with our Qual tool here. So as a Qual customer, you would not see any of these other sections. But if you were looking to go beyond the Qual and actually run quant surveys or long-term insight communities, Qumind does offer those services as well. In the platform, there are lots of tools to help you run, host, manage, build Qual. A few of those include a knowledge hub, which is an area where you can centralize your research materials into folders, so you can store them in an area which is connected to the actual platform, so it's all centralized and easily accessible between you and your colleagues and other stakeholders as well. So you can see an example file in here with search tool capability based on keywords as well. We also have an extensive support wiki area, which is full of videos, step-by-step guides to help you get up and running and on your way. But we do also have extensive onboarding training, which is very straightforward and it doesn't require hours and hours because the tool is that intuitive and that easy to use, but the support is always there from both a technical and also consultative side as well, whilst you run, build, manage your Qual studies as well. Going into the Qual tool, you can see a few areas here in terms of the project management of Qual, such as managing your groups, individual project tasks, right through to reporting and building Qual. To begin with, we'll take a look at the process of building screeners. So the Qumind platform will enable you, if you need to actually build your screeners and your recruitment surveys for your Qual projects. The Qumind system is very intuitive. So you can see in this example, we have a fully templated approach. So you can upload Qual recruitment templates, which you can then load up and you can edit and tweak to make them on project for you and your particular needs. And we can also customize these template menus to suit your requirements. So this is just an example from our demo area, but if you could imagine in here, there could be various different types of Qual templates that you might be using, ready to go, ready to load up and start your recruitment with. Moving into the actual screener building area, this is just a very quick example of what this looks like. And you can see our platform is very intuitive, does not require previous experience or even any programming language. And you can build your screeners by loading up a template that might be there, or just building it completely from scratch in a bespoke way. And this is something that we made earlier. And you can see imagery and video is very much a big part of the Qumind platform within Qual. You can see the survey is laid out quite straightforward. And if you want to edit or build anything, it's as easy as just clicking on the question and then going in and editing the text, uploading images, even videos as well. It is all drag and drop. So this is why I say it's a very intuitive and very user-friendly system. So if I do want to add any questions, I just simply select the question type, drag and drop that over, and then I can build my questions into the survey. I can save, I can preview, and then I can launch the screener as well. Talking about recruitment, so we mentioned earlier, Qumind offers a recruitment service which can be self-served, so you can do this all yourself. But we also offer a managed service, so we can do that for you. We offer both consumer B2B sample, and this is the tool if you wanted to self-serve of how that would work. So you would build your screener survey, select it in the tool, name the study in here, and then just enter in a few categories, just quick areas about the recruitment that you want to do. So let's assume consumer electronics, and then we just need to say how many recruits do we need. So let's pretend we need 50. How long is that recruitment survey? 2 minutes. Let's say everybody will qualify. And in terms of the time I've got to find these people, let's say I've only got a day. So you can actually tell the system how long we've got to do it. And then down below, there are other targeting criteria, so key demographics, and also profilers. So if you're looking to recruit specific people, we have lots of profilers available, such as examples such as pet ownership, B2B options, right through to LGBT, car manufacturers, activity sports, so on and so forth. And these can be added to as well. So, you know, we talk to our customers and we grow this to make it on key for them. And once you're ready to go with your recruitment, you can see up here there is a price which is given straight away, so you can understand what is it going to cost you to recruit those members, and you can also see what's feasible. So in here we've got 50, but we could potentially in one day get you just over 8,000 respondents as well. In terms of the recruitment side, so once you've created your recruitment, you would move on to building your core project. So what's different about Qumind in this aspect is we have libraries ready to go, pre-built, with the different types of tasks ready for you just to input and customize. And you can see in this library, there is everything from text-based right through to reviewing videos and imagery, 3D concept spinners, image highlighters, uploaded video, photos, mini surveys, polls, right through to heat maps, drag and drop. So you name it, it's in there, and it's all part of our blended quantum Qual capabilities. And building your Qual groups is as easy as a 4-step process. And then when you're adding your tasks, you just simply select the type of task that you would like to add. You click add task, and then you have lots of hints and pointers to help you along the way to let you know what each area is, and you fill those areas in. So this could be your topic or title of the task. So it could be topic 1, day 1, right through to task instructions, where you can add lots of images and videos and customize the text as well. Within the building capabilities, there are lots of benefits around how you can recruit, how you can run the studies, and who you can invite into them. And Qumind has various levels of users, which are unlimited. So when I say unlimited, I mean you can add as many moderators as you require in a project, whether that be ad hoc or subscription licenses that you're using on Qumind, and also any number of observers. So observers can do just that. They can enter the study, but they're not able to interact. So this could be potentially a client or a stakeholder that you would like to have access and to view what's happening. And then the moderators, as you will all know, they're able to interact, probe, and talk to members as well. Adding and inviting respondents into the platform is also very straightforward, and you can see you know, the different options here, such as uploading and selecting respondents, right through to the messaging capabilities. So it is all fully templated and it is all branded, so it'll all look and feel on point for you, right through to editing text and so on here on the left. A key feature about Qumind is the capabilities within the survey. So this is just an example screener survey which we've built, and the seamless integration between the Quant and Qual allows you for seamless recruitment as well. So if you can imagine you've built this screener survey within our system, within Qumind, and you're recruiting, and you know you're looking for a specific target. So in here we're looking for people who consume a particular type of food, and if you can imagine, we're right at the end of that screening, and we're now picking people to take part in the actual Qual group. And based on this here, in this example, everyone who says yes will be selected and recruited. So when I click yes as now as a participant in the recruitment process, what our Qumind platform will do is it will deliver a message to them to let them know they've been selected. And you know, in here, this would be bespoke to you and involve details about what's going to happen. And then straight after that, you can actually recruit them directly into the Qual group. So whether this is already live or it's going to be live in a few days or weeks, you can have a holding area But the important thing is that the recruitment process is seamless. So it reduces the problems with the dropout that you might see when you recruit through to adding them into the groups, and they can go straight into that Qual area and be ready to take part as well. So very much a seamless, integrated process that we offer. If you can imagine now, I'm a participant, I've entered into a Qual group that we've pre-built. You can see here there's an example of what the Qual groups look like. So here we have our welcome and landing page with step-by-step instructions, right through to information about what the group will entail. Down below you can see areas of the group, so you can have different tasks laid out in these tiles, right through to different areas as well. So this particular example is a diary that we put together for the demo. When you click into each different area of the Qual, you can see different options, and this is one example of one of the many tools we have. So we've inbuilt NDAs and terms and conditions, so you can actually get users to accept them before they can see any of the other tasks. So you can get that audit trail, that GDPR consent, protect anything that you're showing within the Qual groups from within the system, instead of having to do this outside of the system, which is the traditional way. Once users have agreed and they enter your Qual group, they can then access the different features. So this is an example of one area of this Qual group, and you can see the use of video. So Vicky has done a video here, just to talk to the respondents, to make them feel that this is a community and this is a live environment, and deliver some instructions. Down below you can see all of the tasks which are also laid out. So just a few examples here, day by day, and you can customize. These can appear based on times, dates, based on previous tasks being completed, so you have that control and consequential ordering of tasks as well. And then you can see on this next example an individual task where the user comes in. So this is where they've been set a topic and questions, and they are now responding and answering. And this particular example, we have videos which have been uploaded, and different imagery as well, which is all part of this particular Qual example. You can see the interactions here between the moderators and the users as well, usage of avatars and usernames to protect identities within these closed group environments as well. From a moderator's perspective, how can you moderate? It's again very intuitive and very straightforward, and within each task area you have this ability on the front end to do so, and you can go in and you can edit the tasks and change wording on the go, on the fly, and even add wording and images and videos. You can also message respondents, so if you're looking to talk to the group as a whole or individually, you can use this interface to send reminders, ask particular respondents that they need to participate more, and so on and so forth. You can also filter what you see on screen by segments, so there may be different segments which appear within a Qual group, and you can actually display results on the screen on the dashboard according to those segments, such as particular age groups, for example. In order to moderate and interact with the respondents, so you can see these ongoing made-up conversations, and then below, in terms of the moderator, they are clearly highlighted, and you can just simply reply to users with your probing or whatever it is you need to reply to them with. You can enable and you can customize absolutely everything that you see on the screen. So whether you want users to add images and videos, to upload files, right through to liking or disliking, you can turn these tools on and off to suit your needs. This is an open discussion in this example, but this could quite easily be a one-to-one private discussion as well. In terms of the toolkit, it is very expansive. So here are some highlights. The blended quant and Qual aspect of Qumind enables you to embed all sorts of great question types, and this is a scribble board, whiteboard, where they can interact and they can graffiti over any concepts, materials that you might want them to interact with for you, and then you can probe and you can follow up and have that conversation with your members and participants as well. There are other areas to the platform as well. So There are also the ability to create poll questions, so you can have quick polls. You can even display the data back to the members as well. And this can be both private and group orientated. And then your ongoing probing underneath, if that is part of that research objective. We also have our image highlighters. So again, full interactivity, all available from our library. So it literally is just a click, select, embed, and ready to go in terms of building your core groups. But we can also build those core groups for you as well. So, you know, going back to the wrapped around services, if you're looking to self-serve some elements, but you need help with others, our operations Qual experts are able to build the core groups for you, so they're ready to go, and you know, you can log in, you can moderate if you want to do that, and you can analyze, or we can step in and we can offer those services all wrapped around the platform as well. Other areas to the question type library includes the ability to force particular responses. So with a lot of platforms, it's open discussion, because obviously, you know, this is Qual, but we do have capabilities if you need to get specific responses, whether you do this in a survey which you can embed within this Qual environment, or just simply have a fill in the blanks area. You can actually ensure that you get particular responses from users when you need them as well. You can see here I've just completed it as a test run as an example participant. And the system, you know, for the participants as well, is very straightforward. They just simply fill in the task. They then complete the task, and then they have an ability to move on to the next one, whether that be from this area or from a tick list which appears on the left. So the participant and the moderator will always know what's been completed and what is pending to do as well. Just another quick example of video testing here for everybody as well. In terms of managing and project managing respondents, there are the capabilities that appear within this tool. So you can see who's joined, which tasks have they taken part in, so you can track engagement, and you can then take action to get respondents to answer more tasks or to provide more information. You can also remove users from the group if you need to, and you can send direct messages as well, as we saw before. So very intuitive, easy to use user management tools. You can also, you will have the capability to look at user segments. So if you've recorded information in that screener survey, or maybe you've uploaded it into the platform for age, gender, or any other key segments, you will be able to view that here as well. Just conscious of time, so moving into the analysis piece and the final part of the demo. From the analysis perspective, you have a few tools at your disposal. You're able to download the data in raw data format by rows in Excel, right through to formatted content and transcripts as well, with links and the imagery and any videos which may have been uploaded, attributed to the user. You can also export based on segments. So before, you could see we could view segments. We can also export based on them as well in terms of our transcripts and raw data. And we can also do tagging along the way. So you can tag and segment responses for analysis later on, or access to the same here in the drop-down menu. An example of what this looks like is here on the screen in terms of the transcript. So this is just an example transcript in a more formatted context as well. In terms of analysis, so moving into our text and AI, here's an example of word clouds, which you will be able to edit and customize. And these can be word clouds at total Qual project level, right through to individual tasks as well. And they can be downloaded ready for reporting. As we move into our AI capabilities, we do have AI sentiment analysis tools. And you can see here there are visuals generated based on a fixed scale of anger through to tentative. And then our categorizations below of those responses as well. This tool will work with all major global languages, including major European and Chinese languages as well. You can see probability scoring and color coding for the same. We also have dashboarding capabilities, so any Polls, mini surveys, or quant data collected within the Qual environment can be viewed in our interactive dashboards as well. And then you can visualize that data in a few different ways. And then the final piece of our analysis toolkit, you have video analytics as well. So not only text, but the video analytics is also available to look at your video responses and take the work out of what would traditionally be quite a time-consuming insights process. You can see here in our examples, there are show reels which have been picked out by our AI system and then broken down into key themes and keywords, where you can then click on the video and you can access the precise moment in that video piece where this key theme or keyword is being talked about as well. There's also sentiment analysis there, just to back this analysis piece up, right through to even word clouds generated off the video show reels as well. So quite a lot of capability there. All in all for Qumind, our key messaging when we talk to potential clients is we are the one-stop shop solution. We can offer you all the managed services which you need for Qual, but at the same time, we can offer you the full self-serve capabilities with an addition of services to help you along the way, such as building those Qual groups, right through to analysis as well, if you need that. So thank you everybody for your time. Really do appreciate it. I hope this was really useful for you. I'm looking forward to any questions that you might have.